Hi, folks. We invite you to tune in every Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. to hear Let's Go Shopping with Bev, the #1 shopping show in the Inland Empire. This show is all about, you guessed it, shopping. For everything you need, and some things you don't, for your family, home, office, pets, cars, food, travel, entertainment, and clothes. Everything from antiques to zoos. So tune in every Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. to hear all the news about great places to shop and interviews with fun and interesting guests. So remember, Let's Go Shopping with Bev, Friday afternoons at 4 p.m. on 1050 a.m. Hello and welcome to Let's Go Shopping with Bev. This show brought to you by Starflight Entertainment. Music by Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band. Song title, Living in Paradise. Now here's Bev.
Well, welcome to the show today, and I hope everybody is having a good Friday. Matter of fact, it is Good Friday, isn't it?
It is Good Friday. No meat if you're of the Christian or Catholic faith.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're all eating fish. I had my fish today.
I didn't. Yeah, I had chicken. I didn't have my fish yet, but I will have it. You know.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. And that is Christina, my second co-host, our liaison for the program. And she is with us today, and we have a lot of good information to bump out to all of the listeners. And Diane, our other co-host, unfortunately, she's home with that nasty flu thing going around. So we hope that she starts feeling better and getting happy. And then on Sunday, when Easter comes, she can have the Easter egg hunt and maybe have some jelly beans and all that good stuff, huh?
Well, we certainly wish her well and hope she feels well. So many people, for some reason, are just getting that over and over again. So sanitize that house out and wow, hopefully Easter will be cheerful.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. And real quick, while we're waiting for our first guest to be calling in, what are you doing this year, Christina?
You know, it's so funny you should ask that. Actually, my daughter-in-law texted me just this week and said, what are we doing for Easter? And I didn't even realize it was Sunday. Shame on me. I was like, oh, my gosh, I've been so busy with the headdress ball that I just hadn't thought about it. So I quickly wrote down honey baked ham, mashed potatoes, green beans, you're making the pies. And then I texted her again. I said, or In-N-Out. What would you like? She said, In-N-Out. So, but we're not doing In-N-Out. Just kidding. I actually just sent Art over to pick up a honey baked ham where he was taking in a coupon, which you can still get. Just download, look up honey baked ham, download they have lots of coupons. And we have one we're taking in for $9 off, and they have all kinds of various coupons. So if you're like me, last minute, and trying to think what to do, Honey Bake can still accommodate you. Little tip. And
Not
you can
bad.
take a coupon in and save some money. Or you can go to In-N-Out. We just got a new In-N-Out in Highland, guys. We just got a new one. And I haven't been there yet because every time I pass by, I mean, everyone's excited, and the lines are long, and it's by Lowe's on 5th Street there.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah, so, I don't know, they might have a honey burger. No, that wouldn't work. But anyway, what I'm doing is I really did it all in a few minutes on a text, and we are going to get together at 3 o'clock at my home. And, as long as you're together, that's what it's all about. And we're going to celebrate the Easter season, and we're going to do our egg hunts. And, I have 3 grandchildren, so I'm excited to watch their faces and see, everyone always dolls up their kids, so I'm excited to see how they're going to look. There's still time, too. There's a lot of little kids or young people's clothes still available on sale at all your stores, so get out and, get dolled up. We used to have the little matching hats and the little matching purses that my mother would make all our dresses. So what are you going to do?
I really don't know yet. Oh, yeah, like you said, it just, boom, in your face, here it is, and we're going, huh? You know what I mean? And all of us have just been so crazy busy with so many things going on all at one time. But I called my daughter real quick and left a message for her, and when she gets out of work, she'll give me a call, and we throw something together at the last second. We're not going to have ham, I'll tell you that. Yeah, no ham. Maybe, I don't know, maybe lasagna, baked ziti, I don't know.
Like I said, it
something.
doesn't matter what you have as long as you're together. I'm not a big ham fan either, by the way. So, I may just do something different as well, just for, a second thing, like maybe even, I love turkey.
turkey is so good. Matter of fact, that's what I had for dinner last night, turkey and sweet potatoes, and it was fabulous.
And there's also a lot of restaurants that are doing all kinds of specials just for the Easter day. So there's a lot of places where you can go. So call around. I mean, everywhere from Coco's to Castaways are doing all kinds of Easter dinner specials and brunch, which is so fun to do. So brunch with champagne and orange juice and all kinds of, that's the best way because you have a variety.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
And we got to hold on this thought about food because I'm getting hungry all over again. And Eric, I see the lights are flashing. Who's on the phone, please?
We have Jesse Dinkel, the producer of Tuesdays with Morrie, and he's on with you guys.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Jesse. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Bev, how are you?
Hi, Jesse.
We're doing
Hello,
good.
Christina.
Yes. So, I'm glad that you had time to call us with your very busy schedule. So, listen, how's Morrie doing?
Oh, Morrie, well, the show is doing great, actually. It's in rehearsal, and it's looking wonderful. It's really a touching, moving piece.
Could you give us, all of our listeners, just a teed of information? What does Morrie get into now?
Morrie, I don't know if your listeners are familiar with the story of Morrie Schwartz, who was a man who was dying of ALS and was interviewed by Ted Koppel. And basically he's just a really amazing person and teaches us through dying how to live. And it's based on a true story. It's a book. It's a best-selling book. Sold over 1 million copies. It's just a wonderful piece of theater, and we have some very talented people doing it. And it's really, if you come and see it, you're going to go home moved and with a different perspective on life.
Oh, and I agree with that. That was one heck of a very good book.
Yeah.
And I caught myself a number of times reading this book actually crying.
Exactly.
Jesse, I had the privilege, I want to say, because it still blows my mind and it was a great memory, is I got to see that when Billy Crystal did it.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, it's still, I think about it, still a great memory and touched our hearts. I don't think any of us walked out without, tears in our eyes, but there's so much to learn in this. And wasn't it also brought onto TV at one time?
Indeed, yeah. Hank Azaria and Jack Lemmon did the parts on TV. In fact, Jack Lemmon won an Emmy for that.
Yeah.
For his portrayal of Morrie.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this show. And it's actually my husband's birthday weekend, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the whole family and go see the show.
Good.
I'm excited about it, and just to go back into the theater because I haven't been in there for just a little bit. So I'm really excited that you're producing this.
Well, it's going to be a great show. We have great talented people doing it. And the story, again, it's just one of those things where you learn. You learn lessons from each little quip that Morrie says about life.
It makes you appreciate, it's such an easy sounding cliche, but, to appreciate each day. But a lot of times we don't. And especially this time of the year when everything's busy. But it really does put things in perspective and help you to appreciate the people that you're closest to, people around you, and even total strangers. All of us have a walk that we're going through, and
exactly.
We need to appreciate that in other people.
I tell you, in 2006, I lost both of my parents within 6 months of each other. And it's one of those things where sometimes we go through life and day by day and we forget to tell people we love them, or, we forget to just talk to someone and acknowledge them. And it's very simple to do. And,
Jesse, I've known you a little bit, and I didn't know that. And that's the thing, getting to know people and getting to know what they're all about. And, I'm really sorry to hear that because I lost my father, and I know how that feels. But I also think it's really important to take the time to make amends with people because you don't know when they'll be gone.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah, because you don't know when. It says, part of the play, Morrie says that, there's a certain part where Mitch is upset because he lost his uncle who was very close to him, and Morrie tells him, you were upset because you didn't get to say the things that you wanted to say, and he said that's why you do it when you're alive, because you either have to be you have to have good timing otherwise or get lucky.
That's what it is, and I agree with you, because just recently I lost my brother here, and the last time I seen him, you know, we grew up together. We were a bunch of little kids laughing and giggling and this and that, and after his passing, I had the privilege of getting his Dodgers baseball jacket, which was back from the 50s, and all the Dodgers signed it and this and that, and all of his CDs. So I and my other sisters that are up north, what we're doing is on the 18th of this month at 8 o'clock, and we're all in different states. What we're going to do is have a white balloon, and we're all releasing it from our area at the same time.
Oh, what a wonderful tribute.
Yes, and I do agree that no matter how busy, crazy people get, you know, what, does it take 2 seconds? Maybe a second to smile at somebody, say hello, you know, so, hey, you want to come over and have some coffee cake? I mean, you know, it's not, right, and people just have to do it. And I think what happens is a lot of people feel like they have to say it, but they're not quite sure how to say it. Right. So they don't say anything, and then after that person is gone, then they're beating themselves up for the rest of their lifetime. Don't do that.
No.
Even if they're gone, you can still talk to them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And that's part of the story with Tuesdays and Morrie. He says, you know, our day is Tuesdays, and when I'm gone, he says, come to the cemetery. You talk and I'll listen.
There you go.
What we want people to know, though, that there is, since I have seen the show before, there is a lot of giggling moments. There's a lot of joy, and there's a lot of smiles.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot to learn, but there's also, you know, bring your family out. You know, it's April 14th at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And California Theater of Performing Arts at 562 West 4th Street, San Bernardino. And tickets, I believe, are still available, right, Jesse?
Yes, they are.
And how can they get the tickets?
They can go ahead and call. Our number is 909-885-5152, or they can log on to Ticketmaster.com. We're on there as well.
And also, if somebody is listening and would like to get some free tickets, all you have to do is call I and Christina right here at the station at 888-909-1050. Again, that number is 888-909-1050. And since it's a holiday weekend, you can pick them up from Monday through Thursday. Let me repeat this Monday through Thursday, any time before 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But you must call in now. While we're talking about this, Eric will take your name and number, and then you can come up to the station here, right here in the lovely Carousel Mall in San Bernardino, and pick up your tickets. And yes, I am going to be there. I really am.
How exciting that we have tickets. You guys call in because you do not want to miss this. And what a great opportunity to
it's gonna
see
be
something
great. You won't
amazing.
be disappointed.
Yeah, and one more thing, Jesse. How did you decide, or how were you chosen to be the producer of it?
My company is Worldwide Theatricals, and I produce a series here at the theater. And on occasion, I decide to produce a show on my own, as opposed to just buying one and bringing it in. And this is one of those that we're producing on our own. And we have a very talented cast, very talented director, and it's going to be wonderful. So.
Now, this is going to sound quite silly, even for me, but I do have to ask you. You will be there on opening night, correct?
Absolutely.
Then I and Christina, after the performance, maybe we'll have a chance to meet you in person.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I actually have met Jesse several times, and he is absolutely a jewel. And all of the staff and all of the people that work at the California Theater, Jesse, of course, produces some of the shows, but they're all amazing. And
thank you.
And we know already what a beautiful theater it is. It's the jewel of our city, we always say.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to go, and I know a lot of other people are going to be excited to go, and I hope a lot of people call, because what an opportunity to see an amazing show. And right here locally, you don't have to drive anywhere.
Right.
Far.
Right. Not too far. You have to drive somewhere, though.
And the lights